Welcome back to day 7, the final day of the recovery series. Today is going to be a really nice routine where we're bringing everything together, mobility, stretching and strengthening, so that you can take whatever elements that you really enjoyed through these 7 days and add it as part of your weekly exercise routine to help you stretch and open up through the ribs to prevent injury long term. So we are so excited, we're on day 7 today. So the routine I put together for you guys today is kind of incorporating the most important things that we need to target for stretching through the ribs and relaxing around. So we want to start off with diaphragm breathing. So going back to what we looked at the start of all the other routines, getting you to really activate through that diaphragm. So as you're breathing in, you're pushing the tummy out, and as you're breathing out, you're pulling that tummy in tight. Once you've done that for about 3 to 5 cycles, you then want to activate the same thing but with the pelvic floor, which is what we looked at in the previous video. So as you're breathing in, you're pushing the tummy out, and as you're breathing out for the next 3 to 5 cycles, you're still contracting that stomach, but you want to imagine you're lifting up your pelvic floor towards your tummy. And as I said on previous videos, the reason why this is so important if we're thinking about breathing is the balance between the two diaphragms, the thoracic and the pelvic diaphragm, adding in that structural support to help us support that strength when breathing so that we feel really comfortable. Next, we want to start to have a look at is that diaphragm inhibition. Again, we've looked at this in previous videos. So as we're breathing in, we're doing nothing, and as we're breathing out, that's when we're gently hooking the fingers underneath the ribs. So we want to start on that midline just below the sternum, and then moving all the way down with each breath, adding and holding for a couple of seconds to the bottom of the ribs. Once you repeated that once, you then go through it again. And the reason why is once we've activated through the core and through the pelvic floor, we then want to inhibit and relax through that diaphragm. The next part of the routine, once we've done that, is going back into that cat-cow movement. Again, integrating that movement between the neck, the upper back and the lower back is really, really important to add in that full mobility. So you want to open up through different areas and relaxing there, so lifting up through, aiming for a couple of cycles, 10 to 15 seconds in this movement. Really, really important. Once we've done that, we then want to shift side to side to allow that stretching through the side of the ribs and to open up through this area. Really, really important. Stretching through, allowing that to relax, adding in that full mobility through the spine and the ribs and the neck. Once we've done that, we then want to go back into a child's pose position. So we're stretching through into the lower back, into the ribs, up through the shoulders. Again, this final routine is all about bringing everything together. And then once we've done that, we're then going to gently rotate into a side to side twist that we've looked at in other videos in that child's pose position. This allows us to open up through the shoulders, open up through the back, and allow that relaxation through all areas of the body. So like I said, we want to start to integrate and bring everything together. So the final part of the routine of day 7 is that we want to start to go back to those original stretches in the side of the ribs, you know, the really key side stretching. Doing that with breathing, so as we're breathing in, not moving, and when we're breathing out, really deepening that stretch, bending over to the side of the body. And then same on the other side, you know, we want to really stretch through these key areas, opening up through the side of the ribs. And then again, remember, if you're doing quite a deep stretch, you want to come out of the stretch with breathing as well. And then finally, really stretching through the whole of the spine into that lower back. We looked at this last time, stretching through the side of the body into the glutes and around the back, really opening up through that lower back, through the QL muscle, around the lumbar spine, you know, really opening up through. And then again, switching to the other side, so stretching across the back. And then a really nice way that I thought would be quite good to finish this routine, once we've stretched either side for about 10 to 15 seconds, is just to really gently bring the knees up towards your chest. Like I was saying to you guys yesterday, really important if we're thinking of the diaphragm attachments down into that lower back. You know, really want to stretch through, opening up through the QL, stretching through those muscles, and then relaxing there.